Right now, the backbone of the American healthcare system is quietly hemorrhaging. It isn't because we lack patience or because the doctors aren't skilled. It's because of an invisible disaster called the denial loop. In 2026, the complexity of U.S. medical coding has reached a breaking point. With over 70,000 ICD-10 codes and constant shifts in Medicare Advantage regulations, the average private practice in America is losing 10% to 15% of its total revenue to simple administrative friction. Data shows that a staggering 80% of all medical bills in the U.S. contain errors. For a mid-sized clinic, that isn't just a headache, it's a $1.5 million annual loss. We call this the administrative hemorrhage. Today, I'm breaking down the autonomous revenue framework, the system that Agentic AI is using to claw back billions of dollars for U.S. providers. I'm going to show you the math of how a single consultant can bridge this gap and generate $1,000 a day in pure found money commissions. This is the 2026 blueprint for the high CPM medical gold rush. Let's look at the damage. The old way of running a medical practice in America is dead. For decades, a doctor would hire a local biller to sit in the back office and manually type codes into a computer. But in 2026, that model is a financial death sentence. Why? Because human beings cannot keep up with the velocity of regulation. Every year, the CMS, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and private payers like United Healthcare update thousands of rules. A human biller, no matter how experienced, has a clean claim rate of roughly 75%. That means 25% of the work is coming back as a denial. In the U.S. labor market of 2026, a skilled medical coder now costs over $80,000 a year plus benefits. When you factor in the error rate, that in-house employee is actually costing the practice more than they are bringing in. This is the human bottleneck. We are seeing a gray tsunami of experienced coders retiring, leaving a massive vacuum of talent. This vacuum is the $125 billion opportunity. Companies are no longer looking for employees. They are looking for autonomous systems that don't sleep, don't get tired, and have a 99% accuracy rate on the first pass. To reach a $1,000 a day target in this niche, you have to understand the AAA framework. This is how you re-engineer a failing clinic into a profit machine. Pillar 1. Automated eligibility, the front-end shield. Most denials happen before the patient even sees the doctor. In 2026, insurance plans are more fragmented than ever. A patient might have coverage on Monday and lose it on Tuesday. An autonomous system performs real-time eligibility, RT, checks 24 hours before the appointment. It pings the payer's database and flags any issues instantly. If the insurance is inactive, the system automatically texts the patient to update their info. This one step alone prevents 30% of all future denials. Pillar 2, Agentic coding, the middle-end brain. This is where the magic happens. We use natural language processing, NLP, to read the doctor's clinical notes. It doesn't just look for keywords, it understands the intent. It suggests the most accurate CPT and ICD-10 combinations to maximize reimbursement, while staying 100% compliant. It scrubs the claim against a database of millions of previous denials. If it sees a pattern where Blue Cross is rejecting a specific modifier in Florida, it autocorrects the claim before it's even sent. Pillar 3, Autonomous follow-up, the back-end hunter. The biggest leak in U.S. healthcare is aged receivables. Bills that are 60, 90, or 120 days old. Human billers rarely have time to chase $50 underpayments. But for an AI agent, the cost of a follow-up is zero. It can call payer portals, check claim statuses, and resubmit corrected claims in seconds. It turns a passive loss into active revenue without any human intervention. Now, let's get into the economics of why you care about this. You aren't being hired to be a biller. You are being hired as a revenue cycle optimizer. In the US, the average private practice generates $2 million a year. If they have a 10% denial rate, that's $200,000 they are currently losing or leaving on the table. The arbitrage model, you approach the doctor and offer a performance-based contract. You say, I will install this autonomous framework. I don't want a salary. I want 15% of the recovered revenue that your current team is missing. You recover $150,000 of that $200,000 leak. Your 15% commission is $22,500. That is from one small client. To reach $1,000 a day, $365,000 per year, you only need about 15 mid-sized clinics. In a country with over 200,000 private practices, that is a tiny fraction of the market. And because the system is autonomous, you aren't doing the manual labor. You are managing the digital workers that are doing it for you. This is the definition of high-leverage wealth. I know what you're thinking. What about privacy? In 2026, US healthcare regulations are brutal. A single HIPAA violation can cost a clinic $50,000. This is why doctors are terrified of new tech. This fear is your trust moat. If you can show a provider that your autonomous stack uses zero trust architecture and BA-compliant cloud servers, you win the deal. You aren't just selling efficiency, you are selling compliance insurance. Americans are increasingly protective of their health data. Your system must provide audit trails, a digital log of every action the AI took. This transparency is what separates a fly-by-night bot from a professional enterprise solution. When you lead with security first, the high CPM American audience, the CEOs and practice owners, will listen. They want to know their data is safe more than they want to know they're saving money. Here is your 30-day plan to enter the US medical RCM market. Week 1, the specialty focus. Don't be a generalist. Pick a high reimbursement specialty like orthopedics, cardiology, or mental health. These have complex coding that humans often mess up. Week 2, the systems integration. Learn how to connect an AI intake layer to major EHRs like Epic, Cerner, or Athene Health. You don't need to be a developer. You just need to understand API mapping. Week 3, the free audit. Reach out to 50 local clinics and offer a denial audit. Use a tool to scan their last 90 days of claims. Show them the missing money. Once they see it, they can't unsee it. Week 4, the scale. Automate your reporting. Show the doctor a monthly dashboard of revenue recovered. That report is your best marketing tool. If you found this breakdown of the $125 billion healthcare leak valuable, subscribe. We're doing a deep dive next week on how to use AI to automate property management in the US. Don't miss it. Let's go recover some revenue.